for the weekend. Look at him. Look at him. Today we're going to attempt to shoot some epoxy primer. So neither of us has sprayed epoxy primer before, but today we're going to give it a whirl. Talk more about the epoxy primer in a little bit, but you need to quickly scuff the PR15 lightly, and then we'll get her all degreased, wiped down, and we'll wheel it outside, have her degreased, and we'll break out the product for the first time, see how she goes. We'll set the camera on the tripod, do a little time lapse, and we'll get her all prepped here. Here we go. Alright, do a little thinking out loud here. So we're going to push it out, dust her off. I think we're going to strip the hood a little bit. We'll see how long that takes. Maybe we'll do the whole thing and prime that. If it's taking too long, then we might scratch that plan. We're going to push it out, dust it off, and probably start stripping the hood.
Roof.
Roof. That's why Phil's here.
Roof. Roof.
Oh, look at you. Take the butt rub. Got more mileage pushing it. Wish I had a 60-gallon air compressor, but that's all we got. Phil's using the like a DA to sand the roof, and then I'm going to use the wire wheel here. There's a lot of sealer behind the drip rail, so I'm gonna try to strip all that out. And Phil's working on just stripping the roof, and I'm thinking we're just gonna bring it back to here. We got the extra help. The extra good help. Look at that. For now, we're just gonna be stripping. Paint. I'm not stripping. Phil might. Friends over and we'll work on your car for you. You don't want to build your castle on another man's sand foundation, so that's why I'm stripping her all down to metal. A little bit of mission creep. Really didn't tend to take this Buick this far, but perfect opportunity to learn. So just get the nice and stripped down. Probably don't have the right tools to be doing that, but I got enough and we'll make it work. We just got to make sure we just keep all the heat out of the sheet metal so it doesn't warp. As long as we're conscious of that, stripping the paint layers off, and we're not gouging the metal too bad, because otherwise the epoxy primer is going to kind of suck into those scratches and you just have to address them later. So I've been stripping the roof for a little bit now. It sucks not having quite all the right tools, but that was DAing the top with 80. Now he's going to go back over it with 120 to get some of those big scratches out. And hopefully that's good enough so the epoxy doesn't really seep into the nooks and crannies, but That DA is a nice flat surface, so we are identifying a lot of low spots, so probably gonna need some body filler, but we don't got time for that today. We're just gonna shoot some epoxy. Alright, so we DA'd the top as best as possible, and then Phil hit it with the interface pad 120 sander, just trying to get some of the heavy scratches out. So now we're just gonna air it off. I'll turn the fan back on. See the water coming in? Alright, blow off most of the dust as we can. We're gonna wipe her down with some naphtha, and then I'm thinking some glass cleaner, and then isopropyl alcohol. We get her all wiped down, and we'll get her taped off. Any last words, Phil?
Nothing to it but to do it. Let's get some of that oil off.
Let's go. I wonder what happened over here. Like, did you see all this? These tiny little.
Yeah, these like rusty things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. The right thing to do would probably be to throw some Eastwood on here, but it wasn't poking through on the old stuff, so I'm just assuming it's good enough.
Yeah.
Wouldn't recommend doing. If this was my Dream 69 Mustang, we'd be addressing that, but not today. Ready? Good. Just a couple of feet. Oh yeah, watch out. Right there. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Oh. Push the car back just to keep it out of the sun. Just taping her up so we don't get any spray back into the gear ridge. The Enocraft Drizzle D1. A silly name. Basically just took it right out of the package. Never used before. I'm just gonna wipe some of the components down with acetone. Make sure we got all the grease off of it. Wipe the tip. Wipe the tip. And I think I'll probably run some through. I'm not entirely sure what you're supposed to do on a gun right out of the box, but I'd imagine these came from the factory with a little bit of oil on them. So we got the air compressor going to a oil water separator, then a desiccant dryer, and then it'll come through the hose, and got one of these other filters here through the regulator, and we'll see how she performs. All right, the car's prepped. Did the final wipe down. Wind's kind of picking up outside, and there's stink bugs everywhere. Terrible pilots. So I think we're just gonna mix 4 ounces. So it's 1 to 1. So we're gonna fill up to 2, then to 4. First, we're gonna mix the epoxy. So now we got the catalyst. We're at 2 ounces, so now we're gonna fill it to 4.
And start the timer.
We'll walk our path, make sure, pre-task plan. Man, it is so windy. I got the fresh charcoal canisters here. Should be good to roll. Got a gun. Hoping nothing leaks. Like 30. I'll try there. We'll see. Yeah. Pretty good. How about that? Good. Good? Good. That's it. That was it. Sweet. That's fun. Good. All right, we gotta mix up a lot more. Sweet. That's so easy to spray. Yeah. It goes on really thick. A lot of wind behind me, so I'm just gonna get close and just move quick. gonna have to flange first. I'm a beginner. We did the second coat. We did this side. Obviously, I ran out because I didn't know what we were doing. It's been a little over 30 minutes since we did the other side, so we're good to go. And we're still within the window of after mixing this. It's good for 90 to 120 minutes. We're well within that. According to this gauge, I'm spraying about 25. The fan's wide open. This is set at 3, and then this is wide open. Cover the lock. Hold on. This is why you leave the rust holes in the floorboard so you can get your gun down here. We left that there on purpose. Did I miss anything? Primer's drying. She's looking good. But more importantly, we're gonna go on a little Caesar's run, get some pizza. Phil, you driving?
Yes.
Let's roll. These guys are everywhere. Get out of here.
Do you remake it?
shifter.
Yeah.
Fair lane. Kind of hitting the dash in the old rust lane. Yeah. Righteous. So you can see I was cleaning the windshield and snapped the wiper off. Let's check gas prices. We're at $2.79 here in Michigan. We got the garage. Got the essentials. Throw it in the back. Oh, look at you.
Almost safely.
Is your car that hard to turn?
Nope. Mine, for some reason, it was even so easy to push, if you remember. It's like almost a one-man push somehow.
I know the alignment on this isn't the best.
Yeah.
I think the tires have kind of worn in and you're just fighting it.
That would make sense.
Be a project for another day. I think there was a cop over there. This might not look like a huge milestone, but for me it is. First time spraying epoxy, and it actually turned out better than I expected. Every time I learn something on this build, it makes the end goal feel a little more real. If you're working on something in your own garage, just keep going. Small wins add up. If you want to follow the Skylark build, hit subscribe. I've got a lot more firsts coming.